Today, thousands of Vietnamese historians are rallying in demand of a free and democratic Vietnam. The goal is for the Vietnamese Communist government to make a clean break from the oppressive communist regime and swiftly transition to democracy. Today, Sunday, March 6, 2011, may go down in the history of Houston's Vietnamese community as the tipping point in our struggle for a free and democratic Vietnam. Our homeland in the last 35 plus years has been under the control of a repressive communist ruler whose ideologies are being effectively used to destroy our sons and daughters' futures. The forces of democracy around the world, especially in the Jasmine movement, are being organized by people who desire freedom and democracy for their countries and its citizens. Make no mistake, 80 million Vietnamese have less freedom than we believe. Their freedom has been taken away from them by the repressive regime, who then rations out liberties, rather than recognize these rights as fundamental to all human beings. Social injustices and conflicts continue. Corruption widens. The right to worship has been limited, and citizens who voice their concerns are unjustly imprisoned or killed. As national feelings of discontent rise to epic proportions, Vietnam remains one of the most few communist regimes left where such a repressive system continues to infringe on basic human rights. This dictatorial communist regime must go. A free and democratic Vietnam can no longer be delayed. Democracy is on the move around the world with well-funded rallies that support its dream. There are patriots who are willing to rise up and defend our country. We are asking Vietnamese Americans across the United States to join this march and make their voices heard. This is our moment. The Jasmine Revolution is at our doorstep. We need all Vietnamese Americans to join the forces of democracy to demand freedom for our people. The time is now. We call for a complete elimination of the communist regime in Vietnam. We call for a new, free and democratic Vietnam which values and protects the citizens' basic fundamental human rights. We call for the right to freedom of religion, to freedom of peaceful assembly, to freedom of association, to freedom of expression, and to freedom from detention without trial. We call for the rule of law. We call for an open government. We call for a fair and free election. And last but not least, we call for a written constitution guaranteeing individual rights and freedom. Thank you.
Now with the